The next process that advocates get involved in is the review process. So there's 2 times this happens. The first one is the 6-week review, or it could be called the light touch review. It's the first review that will happen after the care planning stage. And it's one that I hear sometimes is when the care plan is actually signed off. So the panel's happened, everybody's agreed it, and the social worker signs it off, and it's a light touch review. So this review could be done face to face, but it could be done remotely. So if there's no changes, then they're not going to call a meeting together. So the social worker, it's about you and a social worker having a conversation, ensuring everything you're happy with the plan and everything, and then it's just they're signing it off. So the other 2 types are a planned review, which has to be done within the year, 12 months, and that's one that you as an advocate can plan at the end of the care planning stage, so it can slot it into your diary. The other time is an unplanned review. So at any time, you as the advocate representing someone can call a review. The client can say, I'm not happy with how things are. They can call a review. A care home manager at any time is not happy. They can call a review. So that can happen at any time within that process. The reason for the review is to ensure that the plan is working. So you've had your assessment, you've got how I want those assessment needs met, and the review is checking either 6 weekly at that light touch, everything's in place, or within that year that it's been working, so you've got that longevity so that you know whether a plan has worked. Because sometimes don't we think, oh, that would be nice if that happens that way, and then we do it and it's not what we want. Another purpose of the review is to ensure that how those eligible needs are being met is working. A review is an opportunity to ensure that the well-being criteria is still paramount in that whole process and the person is still centre to that process and thinking. The review is an opportunity, I always say you've got to think, is there anything I want to stop? Is there anything I want to start, or is there anything I want to change? So it's all about stop, start and change. It gives an opportunity as an advocate when you're doing your preparations, pre-review with your partner, is to be able to say to them, is there anything that you don't like that's happening? Or is there anything you've seen other people have or you think you might like? Or is there anything that you just like but want tweaked? And that's, for me, the stop, start and change is the start of the review process in my head when I'm working with a client. The review also includes the opportunity to check that the client, how they're doing financially. So is the budget working? Do their needs need reassessing? You know, is it a case of that 2 hours of sport's not enough? And so therefore, do they need a reassessment and a new plan with more support hours, more budget? Or have they decided that the way that the plan is not working? So say the local authority is providing the care and now they've decided actually they would like to try direct payments and they would like to employ their own PA to do that care staff. So in that respect, that review gives that opportunity for that discussion because it's about how is it working, what needs to change. But always remember that if the needs have changed, either progressively worse or have got better, then there needs to be a reassessment. But if it's just if the needs are the same, there's no need for a reassessment, but how those needs will need a revision of the care plan. So those are the keys that you're thinking about when you're doing the review process.